Hey guys, I'm so happy I finally got Kim from Amazon, but her bangs, they're horrible. And I've seen a lot of people do boil washes and they lay down really flat and nice, but I think I want my Kim to have longer bangs. So if you would like to see how I did that, stay tuned. I took out Kim's head to give her a spa day, and I really don't like her bangs. And I think that this gap from her bangs to her hair is really horrible. So I think I have to do something about this. So after a good boil wash, I'm going to snip away her bangs. Now that I'm done snipping away the bangs, I have to get rid of the stubble down here. So right now I take a pair of nail clippers and I start to pull out the stubble from her hair gently. If it doesn't pull out, try another section, just so that you do this extremely gently, because if you can see, I've already done this side. The holes are rooted so closely together. If you pull it hard, you may rip her scalp and then it will split down here, and that's very difficult to fix. So you won't want to be rough with this process. Most of it is connected, so you will not spoil her head like this. Here is Kim without anything in the front bald, and I've used a watercolor pencil to mark out exactly where I would like her bang line to be. So when you flip her to the side, you can actually see that there is this underlayer of black hair, which I will need some black hair. And you can see that these are nicely spaced out, nicely rooted, but when you come to the side here, they are a little bit too close together. So now, as you can see, I have cut out every alternate plug of hair down here because it is truly too densely rooted compared to the back and even compared to the other side. And this hair we're gonna use. Now I rub on some fabric glue onto the ends of the hair and I rub it in really good. Now that it's nearly dry, after about 5 minutes, I start to separate the strands from each other. This is one extension of hair, and then just slowly separate them all so that you have the top hard like glue and then you have the bottom soft. You can also see that near her other hairline there is such thickly rooted hair, and I have woven out half of those, and you see there's still a lot of hair left. We can use this as hair for rerooting, so I'm gonna cut that out. So you can see that even though I have removed every alternate plug, there is still quite a lot of hair in this row, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter very much. There are also some sections whereby her hair is rooted too closely together and you have one whole bunch of hair here. Gonna remove some from here. When you lift up her part line, you can also see she's got tons of hair way down here. Way too much hair. You don't need that much hair here. You can actually start weaving out some hair. You can also weave out some hair from here, and you will have a lot of hair for reroot. Once you've got enough hair, you can start rerooting. So again, I'm using my tagging gun and I have slipped a hair in. Then I widen a hole with a big needle. I use the tagging gun now and I feed the hair into her head. I've got more detailed explanations on this, but for now I'm just going to do up her whole head. I'm being extremely careful now, and I'm only rooting alternate holes just to see which one splits and which one doesn't. If the hole doesn't split, I'll carefully deliver in another hair into the alternate hole, but if it splits, I just let it join so that I will not have the entire thing splitting. Something like this, these holes have already been joined, but I don't want any more of this. I want to prevent more of that. I take a strand out of the strands already rooted in and I cut it just below her eye. Snip here. I can use this bit to reroot also by tying a knot. So I've got a knot. I slip that into my tagging gun, and then I slowly and carefully widen a hole that is in between that I did not root just now. I widen it slightly only, and then I use the tagging gun and deliver that knot in. And there, I'm filling up that whole line now. So now you can see that I have rerouted in everything in the first half of her hairline. And it was very tricky, but you can see how much longer. You don't want to rush it and then you have to repair it later. That's very tricky. So treat her really like a very delicate doll. So just a reminder of this process in the front is gonna be, you have to load the tagging gun, use a big needle. When you widen the hole, do not push it all the way in, just slightly widen it, just a little bit. And then when you root her, be very careful and push it slowly. Just deliver the hair in and remove it. Cut that strand of hair below her eye. Tie that remaining hair into a knot right in the middle and load that knot into the groove of the tagging gun. Very slightly widen a hole in between two plugs and deliver that knot of hair into the hole. And there, perfect without splitting her hairline. It's very slow, very tedious, but you've just got to stick with it just for a bit, just down here. And just a few plugs here, you don't have to fill up this whole gap as well. So I've added bangs for her now, and you can see her bangs are very long, and then I will cut it shorter later. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a hair tie and tie her hair back. And then I will comb her bangs down very flat. And then I sewed a piece of elastic band, a thick one, and I'm gonna put this over her head. There, and now that it's very tight down this way and combed down very tightly here, I'm gonna boil wash her in this position. Don't forget to stick some tape over her eyes before you boil wash them, so you keep the lashes in this position. And just get tape that is not very sticky, but it's sticky enough. And into the hot water she goes. Now that Kim has some time to dry overnight, I'm going to remove her blindfold. And I'm very happy that her hair is staying completely flat down like this. Next, I'm gonna take a razor to her hair. And there is her bangs. Of course, I did it off camera. And then don't forget to pull off the tape. And of course, now to make her new bangs settle even better, make her wear a baby sock overnight. There, and with this little baby sock, she shall sit for a while, and at the same time, I will pop her head back on her body. And there she is, ready to have her bangs set, and I will show it to you afterwards. So here's the very gorgeous Kim, and she has slightly longer bangs. I really like this look. It was a lot of effort for just a bit more length, right? Don't you think? So maybe I may have cut it a little bit too short, and I've been like, I'm not really being able to tell the difference. It's just that it's a little bit longer, a little bit smoother. So I'm probably gonna go back in, and I'm probably going to extend the sides a little bit longer. So I'm just gonna take them out. I don't think I can redo the whole thing again, or her scalp may really split. So let's see what happens. Now here she is with her bangs shaped slightly differently. I did not remove all of the bangs. I only removed the bangs at the side, and I kept the middle part the same. And here she is in an LOL outfit. I think she looks quite pretty in it. So yeah, and as you can see, all the gaps are filled up now. she doesn't have that awful hole in the middle. But yeah, so I just thought that, you know, it will be more worth it if I remove the side here and the side here, and I extended them just a little bit, but this part was the same as what I had just now. So let me know what you think of her in this outfit, in these bangs, in this nicely grown out bangs. I really love her very much now, and I'm so glad that I've got Kim with much more perfect bangs. So if you like this video, please subscribe, and if you do like these bangs, please write in the comments, or if you prefer something else or you prefer the previous bangs that I did, let me know. And if you do try this look, please tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is toyswillbeboys. Thank you. See you again.